Hola, hola, Queenie Bakers! The moment you guys all been waiting for. Here is my version of the perfect cake to creating a tres leches layered cake recipe. All right, let's get into it. You can screenshot this page or you can just download this video or save it for future reference. As I said in the beginning, this is the cake portion for the cake, and we're going to start off with our dry ingredients. We're going to do our cake box mix, we're going to do our flour, and we're also going to do our baking powder. This is going to be in one bowl. You're going to have all the flour and dry ingredients, and you're going to mix them up so they incorporate. And then in a second bowl, you're going to have your wet ingredients, the vanilla extract, the oil, the sugar, the milk, the sour cream. We're also going to add the vanilla pudding in there. Separating them and doing it this way just helps the cake fully incorporate and come together perfectly. Don't forget to add your 4 whole eggs, and then you're going to do 2 egg whites. However you guys decide to separate your egg whites, just make sure there are 2 egg whites added into your wet mixture. I highly recommend that you guys put this mixture in the microwave for a minute because it will help it come together. And then we're going to add the wet mixture into the dry mixture. Make sure your mixture is on low. I like it to run for about 5 minutes to fully incorporate and make sure the cake batter is nice and silky and smooth, as you can see right here. As the cake batter is coming together, make sure you grease your pans. I literally just grease them with shortening in the pan. I do nothing else, but again, whatever works for you. I liked to measure out the batter into the cake pan. I did 715. That seemed to be a little too much. I would recommend it at 600 grams. Also, I did it at 340 for 22 minutes or so, 25 minutes or so. But again, if your oven runs high, go lower. If your oven runs normal, do 350 at 25. This is them already done. And there was a little bit on the top that was uncooked, so I just cut it off. Then you want to put some film roll into your pan because you're going to be creating a barrier for the cake to sit and the milk not to go anywhere and to soak up into the cake. When all the cakes are done, make sure you get your favorite tres leches mixture and add 1 cup at a time. These are 8-inch cakes. I was able to add 2 cups of the tres leches mixture. Again, that is just my preference. You can experiment and add more if you want to. Completely up to you. Remember, I'm all for experimenting, but 2 cups to this 8-inch cake was a good ratio for me. Now I'm going to let them sit in the fridge overnight for at least 8 to 12 hours. This is what I use for the whipped cream frosting portion. Super easy. Again, you do what works for you. I also added the strawberry pie filling and some chopped strawberries. This is going to be the filling of the cake, and it was a heavier filling. So I was pretty nervous putting this together because not only is this a really heavy cake because it's full of milk, but I was also putting a heavy filling into the tres leches cake. So actually, it was super surprised, but I was nervous while putting it together and filming this because I was super uncertain if it was going to hold up. But I started building the cake as if it was a regular buttercream cake. Again, I did not know what to expect. I was just creating, building, putting the layer on top of another layer, and then adding some more tres leches, just a little, not too much. I just wanted to see how much it would soak up, if it soaked up any, when I put it more tres leches mixture onto it. And again, as you see, I'm just literally adding and layering as if it was a regular cake. Still nervous, still scared because I wasn't sure what the outcome was going to be. I was able to do 3 layers. I'm sure I could do more, but I would have to have more of a structure that would not make sure it would not squeeze the cake. And it started leaking a little bit, and I put some napkins at the bottom and it stopped. I didn't have a problem. Also, working with the whipped cream, I noticed that I have to use a lot of water on my spatula. You can also use a spray bottle, completely up to you, but water is your best friend working with this whipped cream. So I will say the cake held up very well and it was fun to make, but very stressful. In my opinion, this is the best cake recipe to hold in the tres leches for these kinds of cakes. Tag me or let me know if you guys decide to try this cake and how you like it and what you decided to make with it. Sending you lots of positivity and creativity your way. Love you, Queen Bee Bakers.